You abandoned us, and now you think you can just waltz back in? The words exploded from my sister, Claire Monroe, 33, her eyes blazing in the dim light of St. Mary's Hospital meeting room. Our father, Robert, clung to life in ICU after a catastrophic stroke. Abigail Reed, 41, sat across from her, my faded navy coat doing little to shield me from her venom. Claire's fiancé, Ethan, leaned back, his sneer cutting deeper than her words. Dr. Nguyen, Dad's neurologist, fidgeted with her pen as the air thickened with accusations. Claire, let's focus, I said softly, my voice barely steady after 21 years of silence. Focus. Claire's fist hit the table, making the medical folders quiver. You left Dad to rot, Abigail. He spent years wondering if you were dead, and now you show up looking like this. Her gaze scorched my plain attire, chosen to deflect attention, a habit from years in shadowed courtrooms. Ethan nodded. She's right. You look like you've been scraping by. What's your story, Abigail? Dad always said you'd crash and burn. Their words carved into me, but I held my ground. They didn't know the wars I'd fought, the lives I'd protected by staying away. Dr. Nguyen tried to intervene. We need to discuss Robert's treatment. The procedure is complex and a decision. I'm deciding, Claire cut in. I've been here, holding Dad's hand, while Abigail was off doing God knows what. Ethan's eyes narrowed. Probably locked up. That'd explain the ghost act, the thrift store clothes, the cagey job talk. Claire piled on, her voice sharp with contempt. Or worse. Addiction, maybe. Look at her, Ethan. She's got that worn-out vibe, like she's been living under a bridge. I let their assumptions crash over me. They weren't wrong about the wear. I'd seen hell, just not the kind they pictured. Dr. Nguyen's discomfort grew. Perhaps another family member. You don't get it, Doctor, Ethan interrupted. Abigail's not stable enough for this. She's been checked out of reality. Of reality, for decades. Claire's tone turned syrupy. Abigail, honey, where have you been? Getting help? Because you look wrecked. The irony scorched my chest. For 21 years, I'd battled in courtrooms, toppling drug lords and human traffickers, my cases fueling nightly news. They thought I was a vagrant. My burner phone buzzed, the one reserved for emergencies. The screen flashed, Chief Prosecutor priority. I need to step out, I said, slipping into the corridor. Reed speaking, I answered, heart pounding. Abigail, it's a mess. My deputy's voice crackled. The Navarro trial's imploding. Judge Kessler wants you in chambers in an hour. Defense is screaming bias, and she's demanding you personally. The Navarro case. 5 years of dismantling Elena Navarro's trafficking empire, forcing me to live as a shadow, severing family ties to keep them safe. I'm coming, I said. My deputy added. Also, the DOJ called. You're in line for Chief U.S. Attorney, Central District. Huge, Abigail. Back in the room, Claire and Ethan were murmuring to Dr. Nguyen, their faces smug. We were just explaining Abigail's issues, Claire said, her smile venomous. She's not fit to decide Dad's care. Issues? I echoed, my voice calm despite the storm inside. The door swung open. My assistant, Lucas Perez, strode in. Sorry to barge in, but I need Chief Prosecutor Reed. Claire's face froze. Chief Prosecutor? Lucas didn't catch the tension. Ma'am, Judge Kessler bumped the Navarro hearing.
Courthouse, now.
Defense is challenging your standing, which is absurd. You've crushed every major trafficking case in the region.
He grinned.
Oh, and the ATF says your sting operation netted 18 arrests. Congrats on the U.S. Attorney nomination. Silence choked the room. Ethan's jaw slackened. Claire gripped the table. You're a prosecutor? Lucas nodded.
The best.
Undefeated in high-stakes cases for 21 years. I met Claire's gaze. I couldn't tell you. Taking down people like Navarro puts families in crosshairs. One wrong move, a call, a photo, and her network would have targeted you, Dad. Ethan blinked. But you look so plain.
By design, I said.
Invisibility kept you alive. My phone buzzed. Navarro verdict. Guilty 80 years. I showed Dr. Nguyen. Doctor, greenlight the procedure. Best resources, private suite, full security. Security. Claire's voice trembled. Reflex, I said. 2 decades of hit lists. I faced them, steady. You thought I was a failure. I was your shield.
Dad knew.
He tracked every case, every threat, every alias I used to keep you safe. I pulled out a creased photo, Dad and me at my first trial, his scrawl on the back. My Abigail, the hero I can't name. Claire's hands shook as she held it. He knew? He carried my secret to protect you, I said. He knew I'd give up everything, your trust included, to keep you breathing. Dr. Nguyen cleared her throat. The procedure. Full go, I said. My office will handle security logistics. Ethan's voice cracked. You thought I ditched you. I was guarding you. Claire grabbed my sleeve. Abigail, we're sorry. You weren't supposed to know, I said, stepping back. That was the plan. As I turned to leave, Ethan called. Why now? Navarro's done. The last big threat's caged. And Dad deserves both his daughters when he wakes.
My phone rang.
Chief Prosecutor Reed. I answered. Yes, Judge Kessler. The defense's challenge is baseless. I've been outsmarting criminals like Navarro since their lawyers were in diapers. I left them reeling, Claire's quiet sobs trailing me. Not of loss, but clarity. The sister they'd buried as a wreck had spent 21 years slaying monsters. Driving to the courthouse, a text from Dr. Nguyen hit. Robert's asking for you. Says he's proud of your latest win. I grinned, the weight of years lifting. The girl who'd argued with imaginary juries had become their champion. Tomorrow, I'd chase the U.S. Attorney's chair. Tonight, I was Abigail Reed, unmasked, carrying only the duty to protect the vulnerable, my family included. Justice wasn't just verdicts. It was the moment those who doubted you saw the truth.